Hello, this is my overview of my MOC of Makuta Teridax Minotaur shape. It is one of my biggest MOCs. I think it's actually one of the only two Titan MOCs I have created, like they're called with Bionicle. And as you can see, as with Titans, it uses very many of these extra friction adders, double joints and these things, so we can stand with its full weight. It is somewhere near the first, maybe the second or the third MOC I ever made. And yeah, it's Makuta Teridax, the main Makuta from the first, from all the three of the first movies. But then in a new shape, maybe from another universe, or from a part of the storyline that isn't known yet. It's all fan-made, of course. But here are how it is built. Here's how it's built. For the hooves, because it's a Minotaur, of course, I used these shovels of from Toa Wenua, the Metro version. And then I cover this with a face of the original Toamata. Well, it's actually the foot of Turaga Onawa. And here's a lot of technical stuff going on. And then here I attach this axle, which fits into this thing I still don't know the name of. And underlegs are actually the shorter ones from the Vaki, the thick ones from the Vaki, and then its upper legs contain very many technic parts again. Here is a foot of a Toamata from Poatu, and here is a stone shield from the Parak, from the Borg series. And that has to make the hips, something like this. Round hips, like it's a bull, like it's a Minotaur. And I used, to make extra friction, so it can stand on its heavy weight, I used the same concept that was used in the Von Nebula set from Hero Factory. It's actually exactly the same. Mostly I don't use these kind of tricks literally from the original sets, but this one was just so great and it was actually the only thing that fitted here, so I just used it. And then the hips, I used a Vaki hip part, and I put it under a Toamata body armor from Poatu or Toa Nuva, and then it actually doesn't really fit. It's kind of cheating with the parts, because some of the parts are banded right here, because yeah, it just doesn't fit. So maybe I'll just sometime take a rock and then take a part off of these so it does fit, and the parts don't bend anymore. But to connect it, I used again a lot of technic parts. Here's a technic lift arm all around the back, and out of the technic lift arm there comes a simple tail just made of those hoses and tubes. And then the end is surprisingly a Hero Factory part, because it was the only part that accurately fits here. And to complete the body and to make it wider and stronger looking, I put Toa Inika shoulder part onto the Toamata body, and I cover that with the same shield as here from the Parak. And to fill it in here a bit, I used two tiny lift arms. Then the arms are again a lot of technic stuff here. The shoulders, but it's simply enough just one of these parts from the viscera first, and a left arm and a foot of the Toamata again. And then the underarms are these of the Puraka underlegs, covered from below with a Viscerac foot. And out of Viscerac foot there comes something, a claw. It's from the black Roxy. I don't know its name anymore, but it doesn't matter actually. And it somehow resembles a hoof, the hoof. Here, these things and these. So just like he originally had 4 hoofs, and one of them changed, 2 of them changed into claws. Those kind of hoof claws, but it are actually not its real hands. They used to be. He used to use these as hands, and put his weapon through this, and with an socket joint with an axle hole fitted right there, like this. But there wasn't a lot of motion, so I made him have real hands. So like these, yeah, bit of Wolverine style, huh? And to make the shoulders also capable of lifting the heavy arms, I used these shoulder back. I made some arms on the shoulders, on the back, and these are again with a lot of technic parts fully through its body. Here, all technic in it, and here is it covered with a Slizer foot, and it's just 2 short limbs from the Metromatron. And I hear a factory part again. These small ball and socket joints. And yeah, the left arm is exactly the same. And then his head. I had a lot of time to work on to make his head great, to fit in. But his neck was the most horrible part. I decided to put these little parts used in the Hordica heads. Then again, the same technique, the same hero factory part as here. A socket joint, and I put the head on. That is Toamata head, brown with orange eyes. Teridax's mask, the mask of shadows. And these claws originally from Mantex, but I got them from Click. The Breakmaster Click set. Then it back is covered with some technic parts yet again. That pretty much covers the model, but he also got weapons, of course. So this is his original weapon. It's very simple. A lot of technic again, and just the 2 of Nuchu's icicle spear crystal thingies, and the 2 of them cover a hammer from the Turaka. So there's a hammer inside it. So I don't know why, but it just gives him rock power of some sort, so he can smash rocks with this. And yeah, he also has a rock just like Pohatu, but I don't have it right here right now. And his second weapon, that's the most awesome weapon. Nah, this is awesome too. They're both evenly awesome. Just Tornax launcher technique, and the blades of Crash from the Stars Crash, the silver ones. So they together form a bow. You can place a Tornax in it, and then the model can hold it in its hands. But separately, they can form blades on the hoof claws. And so he has greater blades. So he just likes that evil dude in Wolverine, but he got the blades out of his knuckles, so that is really gross. Yuck. So he has this. It's not a lot of motion when you use the blades as blades, because these Tornox launcher parts come stuck at the foot of the Toamata. But he just uses his brute strength, so he doesn't really need any motion when he's slicing and hitting with blades. And then this is how it looks when he has the bow, the Tornox bow, where you can place another projectile in it, like a summer spear. So he has a bow, and so he has a club. And for size comparison, here's a Vikao. Here, Vikao. Really big, huh? One of my tallest Bionicles I made. Oh. Here's size comparison with my render. Yeah. Those are, he's even higher than my render from this side, yeah? You see? Well, that pretty much covers Teridax Minotaur shape. See you again soon, eh?